tried to explain it there, which is great, and we thank him for that. But you're puzzled.
Yeah, I am. He was just saying about Reece James and Neto. They're good players, very good players, two of their better players. But Saka and Odegaard never played neither. Do you know what I mean? So it's not... you know what? I look back now, you know what would have been a big difference as well? Just as he was making the substitutions, I'd be interested to see if Liam was bringing off Delap. Because he just gets booked as they were making the substitutions. And I'm not sure... I think when it gets down to the last 10 minutes, you need a Delap in the middle, you know, who's going to get his head on something. But
Gusto was down at the time.
They'll be forever thinking about that in their footballing careers.
It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because if you look at it, I'm guessing from a player's point of view, stay in it, keep it tight, and try and nick something late on. Yeah, then they did a lot of that. But if you're a fan and you're a goal down in a semi-final, you're probably thinking, come on, lads, give it a go with half an hour to go.
It's not as simple as like just booting the ball in the box, working off second balls, but you have to feel like that you've got that understanding of what you're doing, you know. And it was very difficult with Estevao as well. He's obviously had to go back to Brazil for family reasons, so normally you probably started him because in the first leg he gave Timber a real chasing, which happens very, well, it doesn't happen at all. So that made a big difference to the team. Cole Palmer, I don't know what his injury situation was. Did he feel we could play 90 minutes? I'm not so sure. But it was definitely, that was his plan, to keep it as tight as possible. I saw his assistant coach, Liam, at half-time, he was, like, delighted, clapping. He was thinking, right, this is exactly what we wanted to do. Let's take them deep into the second half. Let's work on the anxiety in the stadium. But it just didn't happen. And even the way they managed it at the end, by just trying to be a bit aggressive, getting the ball into the box, they sort of lost that pattern of play. They didn't really find a way to get the urgency or the quality. The quality they showed the weekend against West Ham, when it was tight, when they're 2-2, and they managed to squeeze a goal out at the end with pure quality. They didn't have that once today.
That was wave after wave, though.
Yeah, it was, and it was a chaotic energy. There wasn't that today. You know, and I think, you know, Trevor was trying to explain it to us there, and he, like you rightly said, he said it in a understanding way that this is the tactic we wanted to do. But I feel that in semi-finals, it's just a completely different thing altogether. You've got to throw caution to the wind. You've got to get the ball into the box. You've got to make yourself... You've got to be thinking no regrets after this game. And I think that's what, as Paul rightly says, there'll be a lot of regrets in that dressing room, thinking we didn't do enough.
You look back now and I just think... Yuka is up front who's struggling. You just play the two centre-halves. The two full-backs are very good in Gusto and Cucurella. They can look after the two wingers. They're good defenders, 1v1. That four then gives you an extra forward to get on the pitch. You know, it gives you another forward. And they didn't. They chose to be with another defender. And I don't think they needed to. That four would have been good enough to look after...
And then goes Santos, Caicedo, and then Enzo.
Yeah, you know. And if you want to play Steve-O as your right-hand side for 45 minutes and play Palmer the other 45 minutes, but you're getting a player on. They just wasted time. It's, you know, I wouldn't mind if it was Ireland up front. It's Gyökeres, and that's no disrespect to him. But if you've got two centre-halves who can't look after him, then you're starting to worry. You mean
Estevao, don't you?
Yeah, Steve-O. Yeah, Steve-O.
Steve-O to you.
We call him Steve-O.
Do we?
We call him Steve-O, yeah. We call him Steve-O.
I was trying to help you, but I think
Steve-O.
I didn't know he was Brazilian.
Chelsea fans will know.
But anyway, but I also think that the fact that when you've got the two on, then you haven't got an option to bring someone else, another striker on, Mercer. I know you said he could take that, but you should be able to trust a striker if he's been booked for... Come on, give me 20 minutes without getting a booking.
20 minutes without being...
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just can't believe what I watched. I just can't believe it.